Hi, I'm back. Sorry, I was expecting to come back a lot sooner than I did to talk about the power of certainty, continue the conversation, but just took me a little while to attend to what I had to attend to quickly. And anyway, I want to come back and finish up this little conversation about the power of certainty because we've been discussing the destabilizing effect so far of uncertainty. You know, how it's like a boat floating on the ocean with winds and waves tossing it everywhere because the sail's broken and the anchor's been lost, and now you're just at the mercy of the elements. And a lot of people are going through life just at the mercy of the elements. And I frankly get tired of listening to people sometimes who say, oh, well, it was just meant to be, like they had no damn control over their lives. And that's just simply not the case. It's an excuse. It's something they hide behind for, they don't want to admit that they actually failed. There's nothing wrong with admitting failure. Until you can admit your failures, you can't fix the problem and you can't move forward. And until you take the low road, the road of humility, and go, well, maybe there is something I don't know. Maybe there was something I didn't do correctly. Maybe I did miss out on doing something when I should have done it, and the opportunity's gone. And this is the nature of uncertainty. It's costly, it's destabilizing. It causes us to miss so many opportunities. I'm sure somebody out there is listening and, remembering when they lost the opportunity to have a good girlfriend or a good boyfriend or a marriage or a business opportunity or, to fulfill a dream, and the opportunity went by. Somebody came along to you with a great idea about an investment. Oh, invest in this crazy company, they're going to be renting other people's cars out and replacing taxis. And who's going to go for a silly idea like that? $1,000 invested in Uber, or $10,000 even invested in Uber back in the day when they started, would have made you a multi-millionaire today. But the opportunity's gone. Many people missed out. Imagine if you'd done the same thing for Airbnb, Microsoft, Facebook, Alibaba. The list just goes on and on and on. And we miss out on opportunities, good opportunities, because we're not certain, because of uncertainty. And it's completely possible, and I'm going to share with you one big key. Now there's numerous keys, but I'm going to share with you one today to get you started on the road to certainty if uncertainty's been something that's been affecting your life. I've already had people come back to me from the first video that I did saying, when's part 2 coming out? I want to hear the rest of the story. So I understand that. We get mental overload because of uncertainty. Just allow me to drive this nail really home, because if you're squirming and you're feeling bad, then I'm doing an awesome job right now, because I want you to feel shocking about being uncertain for so long, because it's not necessary. It's not the way you were designed. Of course we all have a few doubts. Of course we wonder, did we do the right thing at times? That's 100% normal human behavior. But to live there the majority of your time, to have that energy driving your life day after day, is not where you're supposed to be living, and it's not where you need to live. You don't have to live there. There are ways to stop living like that. It's like, some people who just want to lose weight, and they, I don't know, I try, I just can't lose weight. I've tried this, I've tried that, and tried the next thing. Have you tried eating less? That really works. That really, really works. Oh, I just can't give up cigarettes. As soon as I finish this packet, I'm not going to smoke another one. Well, that doesn't work. And it's all kinds of other addictions that we have as human beings. And I'm not making light of the pressures that we have, but everything in life flows from decision. And decision's not a whim today that you change tomorrow. It's something you do today and you stick to it, and that's it. So we suffer mental overloads and stress. We suffer physical maladies. In fact, a lot of these stresses and these uncertain feelings, if they're held onto for too long, they impact our nervous system and our whole biological, neurological system, and end up creating sickness and unwellness and stress in our bodies. We call it dis-ease, a lack of ease. Now, I'm not making light of dis-ease, and I'm not making light of things that we probably couldn't do much about, if anything at all. But there are many, many self-made, self-inflicted situations that we have by way of physical maladies that are brought about through lack of certainty or uncertainty in our lives and through not doing those things so that we need to. So here we go. I'm not going to keep you in suspense any longer. Here's a solution. Here's a step in a good direction. It's one good step in one good direction, okay? And you got to keep taking this step, and you got to learn what some of the other steps are. And I'm looking forward to sharing some of the ones that I've found in my life and my experience that have helped me to beat the tyrant of uncertainty. And here's that step. Follow your passion. Do what you really love to do. Do what you feel really good about doing. Now, I'm not talking about, well, I feel really good about eating pavlova, cream cakes, and drinking lots of beer. I'm not talking about that kind of feeling good. I'm talking about a meaningful good, the work that you do that gives you deep and true satisfaction. The things you do and subscribe to and ascribe to that absolutely delight you and it sticks. The things you do that create serious peace in your life and tranquility in your life. The things you do that produce that feeling of success for you in your life. These are the things I'm talking about. What is it you don't? Maybe you're so out of touch with those feelings or any one of those feelings, because each one of those feelings is what I call a key indicator. Now, every one of us have an internal mechanism for making decisions that causes one of those feelings that I just mentioned, satisfaction, peace, delight, or success, to resonate within us in a way that lasts. And that is our inner guidance mechanism, like the autopilot on an airplane that guides it and turns it back on course when it gets blown off course by the headwinds, high winds, and so on. We have an inner guidance system in ourselves, neurological, biological, nervous, energetic, spiritual system, however you want to phrase it, but it's automatic and it works. And I can teach you more about that in the future. But for now, maybe it's been so long since you really felt satisfaction. You've got to go back in your mind, cast your mind back to the time when you last did feel it. Maybe it was a few years ago. Maybe it was months ago. Maybe it was decades ago. Maybe you've been on a treadmill for way so long that you've almost forgotten, oh yeah, I remember when I was younger and I used to love doing this. And what was it? Not particularly the work per se, but the kind of thing you were doing that gave you real, true satisfaction, made you feel good. You just felt so at peace. Wow, I could just do this for the rest of my life. This feels really good. I'm just delighted about this. This is so good. Oh, I feel like I'm a winner. I'm so successful. One of those feelings that I just mentioned, you don't need to have them all, but you certainly need to have one of them, functioning and showing up in your world to be an indicator to you that you are indeed following your passion. Your key to life is to follow your passion, not my passion, not someone else's passion, unless your passion happens to resonate with my passion, and I would love it if it did, because I need all the help I can get. I've got a big enough dream that there's no way I can do it by myself. I can't do it with 1,000 people. I need lots of people to help me do what I want to do. I want to help the world in a major way. I want to change the lives of individuals and improve them for the better. It's part of the reason I'm talking to you right here, right now, and why you're listening to this, because it's a bit of the fulfillment of my passion, what I'm here to do. And so anytime you lose that feeling, stop what you're doing and think, where did I drop it? Where did I lose it? Where did I get talked out of it? Where did someone condition me and influence me that, following maybe it was music, maybe it was writing poetry, maybe it was composing, film scripts, maybe it was writing books, maybe it was administrating companies, maybe